We're back with Lawrence Taylor and Knockout Radio coming to you live from Tour de Pizza.
Crack kills.
It's a hell of a drug.
Didn't he say that in Any Given Sunday?
Probably.
No, he was like talking to a whole bunch of, I never saw the movie, but he was talking to a whole bunch of kids, and he said, remember crack kills or something. Then like 2 weeks later, he got.
Let's have fun. Let's leave it at that.
Yeah. All good. All right, so we really haven't talked much about last Saturday. Jeff Neal coming up momentarily. Zach Paga right after that. But let's talk about the main event first. Amanda looked dominant.
Yeah. Dominant.
And Julianna
looked amazing.
Looked good.
She looked great.
She did. But you know what's so funny? Like, when Amanda was so great, that people were like, it's amazing Julianna stood up for that long.
Yeah.
Like, that
no
is,
question.
You know what I mean? Like,
All
she
hard.
looked so great that people are like, man, Julianna's tough for being in there that long. Because it was dominant. It was awesome to see. And one of the media people asked Dan after the thing, like, don't you think, Julianna took that third and fourth round when she tried to do a submission attempt? He was like, what are you talking about? Just like, it's a submission attempt. Like,
well, I kind of thought it was going to be Chael Sonnen and Anderson Silva. Like, she was losing, and then she threw up a triangle. And, I mean, I really thought at the fourth or fifth round she was going to get one of those triangles to, like...
There was one time she was in an awkward position, but, like, she was so in control. In the first few rounds, she wouldn't even go down there with her. She was like, get up.
Yeah.
Like, let's throw these hands.
Yeah.
Which is smart.
Yeah.
It's definitely smart, but totally dominant.
And did you see that the next fight was going to be Juliana's daughter versus Henry Cejudo?
Yeah, I did.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
They've squared up and
I sent it to Tony Saunders. And it was
the
kind of
greatest meme of all.
That was a beautiful moment.
Co-main event.
Carl France and Moreno.
He was dominant as well.
He was. It was awesome. That was a great fight. That kidney shot, like, there was two of them. There was a kidney punch the fight before that sat the guy down. I forget their names, but that was another really good fight. But he looked good. And then what do you think about the face-off?
Well, that was the Drew Dauber fight. Drew Dauber. He won with a liver punch.
Yeah.
Or actually, it's like a rib shot. He actually hit him in that floating rib.
Yeah.
And into the fight. So.
What did you think about the face-off afterwards?
I didn't see anything. I mean, it wasn't awful. It wasn't disrespectful.
Yeah.
I thought they both were cordial. And I know you just asked me off the air, and yes. The answer is yes.
You want to see that fight again?
How do you not?
Yeah.
Especially when some people thought he won the last fight.
I was one of those people.
So I'm saying it's not like, and I've always said, like, I don't want to see that as good as the Amanda fight was. It was 50-45, and I think 50-44.
Yeah. 50-43 was.
Yeah, and there was one 50-43.
Yeah.
Complete landslide.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to see that again, but on the same line, she put up a better fight than anybody that she's fought against.
Yeah.
But the other fight with Morano, yes. I mean, great fights.
Yeah, it's just rare that you see 4 fights, so I was just curious about, your opinion on that. But it was a stacked card, man. And it's one of those things where going into it, the top 2 are going to be good, but you don't know that all the other ones are going to be as good as they're going to be, and they put on a good show as usual.
Well, and that's what I always say, and I know that I text you a lot, during the fights, that it drives me crazy. I feel like I'm at a Rays game, when I go to a UFC early, because there's nobody there.
Yeah.
How do you not go and watch the athletes that are trying to fight their way to the main card, to the main event, to the co-main event? And they don't, and it drives me crazy, and they're the fights I want to see just as much.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like what I always say about winning a Super Bowl or winning a World Series. Your stars are going to step up.
Yeah.
Like in 2002, you knew Sapp, you knew Brooks, you knew Rondé and Lynch. You needed Dexter Jackson, and you needed Dwight Smith and Nate Webster, and that's what I'm there to watch.
I think that goes into the casual fan. The people who don't come to the main event are people who leave early, or that they boo when they don't see a knockout in the main event and stuff like that. Because I went to the one in Houston when you were there. We got there at 5 o'clock, and we stayed till midnight and watched every single fight, and it was exciting. Like, there was those prelims, those guys are going after it.
It's same with the media. We go and, like in the Vegas tent, the media's still out there 6 fights in.
Yeah.
How are you not, if you have a seat inside of the arena, get in the arena.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's TVs and stuff, but you can watch TV at home.
Yeah.
If I'm flying wherever I'm flying, if I'm driving to Tampa from St. Pete, I'm going to be there watching the fight.
Exactly.
And you can just sit here and make pizza or whatever the hell you do.
I'm usually there for the food.
The food?
Yeah, media room.
Come on. It's the UFC.
T-Mobile Center, they do it right.
Okay.
Some do.
Some arenas are nice.
Some are.
Jacksonville is good.
But nobody cares. It's like, I don't know if I ever told you this. Somebody, I don't remember who it was here for the Final Four. And put in his article, he bitched at the brand of beer in the media center.
That's crazy.
Fans got mad. I got mad. First of all, nobody cares. Nobody cares that you or media,
Getting free beer.
Get free beer.
Didn't like the beer that you got.
Well, the Lioness demanded that she get a beer on her walkout after her
She didn't demand it, she asked.
She asked. She couldn't wait to celebrate. That's become a tradition in the UFC.
But
do you support drinking alcohol after a competitive victory?
Yes, I'm an adult.
Absolutely. I support after a competitive loss.
Peyton Manning said I'm getting a Budweiser after the game, after the Super Bowl win.
It's just crazy. So again, UFC returns to the Apex this week, last week, which we're still talking about the Dallas event. Let's jump to the phone lines and welcome back. It has been a long time. Jeff Neal, how are you?